EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we get this season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway in Foxborough. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Throwing Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 50 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and a couple. Hall want to give up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this being a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Completes this one to Thornton. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. And throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 7. They hand this off to Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that nearly intercepted. Yeah, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
My God, I can't believe what I watched.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they pulled a little rabbit out of their hat, nearly for 6, almost got the fake into the end zone. Either way, they're set up really nicely.
So we all fell for the illusion, didn't we? Did they saw someone in half on stage on that one? I mean, that was something right there. We fell for the fake in a big way, as did the defense. And look what it turned into, a monster play. And now they're set up inside the 5-yard line. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Touchdown, Patriots! Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to move back in front. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Next to score, Patriots 10.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 85 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On first down, right back to Hall. A little juke, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Hall again, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones setting up the screen. Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Looking to throw. Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Ooh, with a juke.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Give to Hall running right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, pushing through the contact. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now receiver in motion left. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Get the ball back. Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
35. Patriots 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Jones. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
What are you doing? Come and see this.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. But he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker. And that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Get 300. Get 300. Back north. 630.
Here's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Taken in left side, it's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets extend their lead yet again. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Patriots 10.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Off play action. Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones under pressure. They got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Motion man left is Lazard.
26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on third down.
Throwing Jones. Under pressure and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Juju Smith-Schuster, 70 yards. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Jets have got it. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
50. Hey, you watch.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not home. Touchdown! Corey Davis, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home. And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll give to Hall. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Right there, hurt.
Here's a give to Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 3rd and 3. The give now to Abanikanda. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Wolf on now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jets 66, Patriots 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And they will take a knee here.
Waste of time.
Come on, set!
And they take a knee. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Giants, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.